Today I'm going to be talking about managing social media. Now I understand that what the assignment was to talk about a social media tool. This particular tool helps you to manage your myriad of social networking media. The thing is that a lot of businesses, and we see here, a lot of businesses spend a lot of time on social media, and the reason is because if you don't spend a significant amount of time on social media, you end up losing your customer base. So you need to engage your customers. You need to keep them interested. You need to send them information on your products in order to keep them coming back. In a recent survey, they found that 43% spend 6 or more hours a week on social media. 25% of businesses spend 6 to 10 hours a week. 11% spend 11 to 20 hours a week. And 7% spend more than 21 hours a week on social media. And that's a significant amount of time. And it can be very costly to a business. We see as well that a third of the CEOs or owners or proprietors want to spend less time on social media. The problem is that if you cut out the social media time, you start to lose your following, you start to lose your customer base. And so it's important that you maintain your presence. But how do you cut back your time? If you have multiple accounts, especially like if we have a Twitter account, or like a Twitter account you may have multiple accounts for each of your product lines. If you sell clothing and you sell sports equipment, you may have a separate Twitter account for the clothing and a separate Twitter account for the sports equipment, for instance. Or you may have one for softball and one for hockey and one for basketball. If you have multiple Twitter accounts, it's very hard to manage these because you need to log off and log back on and log off and log back on in order to see the different accounts. You can't stay logged into multiple accounts on the same computer at one time. Even if you're not using multiple Twitter accounts, you still have the issue of managing your Facebook account, your blogs, your Twitter accounts, your Instagram, your Tumblr. All of those accounts need to be managed, and if you're having to move between accounts, it becomes very difficult because not only does it take time to log out and log back into other accounts, but it's also hard to understand how all these are fitting together if you have to look at each one individually and you have to consider each individual stream rather than looking at them as a whole. So in order to help this, we have social media management programs, and the one that I'm going to look at is HootSuite. HootSuite was one of the first social media dashboards. There's others. TweetDeck is another one. This is a social media management. It allows you to see all your social networking sites at a glance. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at HootSuite, and we're going to see exactly what it is. So we're going to open up HootSuite here, and you see here we have, this is the login for it. You can see who's using HootSuite. McDonald's, Pepsi, Sony, Lamborghini. Actually, the President Obama also uses HootSuite, so that may be a good thing. I don't know. You're going to sign up using this. Now, there is a free version. The pay version allows you to do some additional things, and so we do use the pay version if you want to do more advanced management with your social networking, and I'll show you some of the things that you can do that are more advanced if you pay for the plan. And I think the plan is about $30 a month. I can't remember. Let's look. So the Pro is $9.99 a month, so not very much. And then we have the free version, and then the Enterprise version allows you to for multiple accounts within the same university. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the HootSuite page. We're going to take a look at my page. Okay, so this is my my HootSuite account. And this is the first page that you get if you haven't used it before, and it's great because this sets you up. It helps familiarize yourself with HootSuite. So it allows you to add networks. You can compose messages, create new tabs, install apps, and we'll talk a little bit about those in a minute. So you can see up here on the top, I have the various tabs. So these are my feeds. I have my most recent, the most recent posts on my Facebook page. I have my wall posts, photos. These are sites with photos, and these are just the standard ones that when you set up Facebook, this is what it comes with. We have our Twitter feeds. You can see you have your home feed. You have mentions, which this is really important because you want to see what people are doing with regards to your feed. You want to see who's mentioning you. You want to see where the information is coming from. Direct messages are messages that are sent to you. My Twitter account's a little defunct. I don't use it much. It talks about, it has your sent tweets here. So, and then you can also set up specific tweets you can search. So you can look for things like if you want to look for, let's say you have a veterinary business and you want to look at posts regarding animals in the area, you can actually do that. You can do a tweet. You can, the same way you can with Twitter, is you can pull out that information to and make a separate feed so you can see what's trending. So that's really important. You can also see that I have my WordPress account, and then this is an app that I've added, and this is YouTube. What it does is it lets you follow YouTube posts, so you can watch videos, you can post videos. With the Pro account, you can also search videos, so you can search for things that are being added. Another thing that you can do with the Pro that's really awesome is that you can localize everything, and actually I think you can do that here. So one of the things you can do is when you post, sometimes, or a lot of times when you make a post, you want to post across multiple social media networks. So what I can do here is I can put a post and I can send it now, or this is really cool, I can schedule it. So I can schedule it to send at a specific day and time. So for instance, if I have a sale or something going on, I can schedule it to send on the day before the sale, and I can set my time and I can set my date. Or what you can do is you can use this auto schedule, and what the auto schedule does is it finds the time based on analytics that your post will have the most impact. So that's really important. You can add locations to this. You can attach images, or you can attach videos if you want to attach a picture of the image. Now, here's the thing that's really cool is that we once we do this, let me do this here. Let me go back and we'll post this. We'll put tomorrow, the 27th at 5:20 p.m. and I can schedule that. Oh, you need to select your networks. So I'm going to select. Okay, so I'm going to select all my networks, and then I'm going to do my test post. So right here is where you select that, and I'm going to choose send, and I want to schedule it because I don't want to send this, and I'm going to schedule that. And now see what happened is I have this, and it's going to post to my Facebook, it's going to post to my Twitter, and it's going to post to my WordPress at 5:20 p.m. on Saturday, April 27th. So, and then you can delete. If you make ones that you don't want, you can delete those. So that's really cool. Now, something that's cool, this is something that you can do in the Pro that you can't do in the regular, but you can schedule in bulk. So let's say that you're an author and you send out an author quote every single day. You can schedule all of your author quotes on Sunday and have them release at particular times, and you can schedule them all at once so that you don't have to go through them each time. You can also do require approval, and that's something that's really cool because you can actually set up teams with these. So when you set up teams, and if we go back to here, you can see you can invite members, you can create teams, and you can collaborate. So what you can do then is when you're in your network, you can go to one of your streams, and I can pull this down and I can send this. I can create a comment stream, I can send an email to a particular person, I can write on my wall, or I can actually push it to one of my teams. But since I don't have teams, that's not an option here. But you can push it to your team members. You can also assign it to other team members so that you know that another team member is supposed to be watching that. So that's something that's really cool with that. We also have analytics are available here. You can see, and I don't have any reports set up, but there are several reports that you can set up based on this. You can see what's trending. You can see here's a proposal, a click summary, so you can see who's clicking on your site. You can use Google Analytics, and if you're familiar with Google Analytics, those are very, very powerful to see who's looking at your site, when they're looking at your site, where they're from, what they're interested in. So you can do a Google Analytics, and then you can make you can make a custom report that does exactly what it is that you need it to do. So there's a lot of different things you can do here. You can have it emailed to you, which is really awesome. And then we can see all of these. You can see retweets, mentions, you count those, growth count, so you can see if you're growing. So there's lots of reports that you can pull from here, a lot of analytics. And this helps you to decide which of your sites or which of your feeds are working. So if you have a feed that's not working, you can pull it, and that way you can keep only the feeds that are helping you in your HootSuite files, so you only have the important streams. Okay, assignments is, again, when you're in an organization, you can actually assign posts for somebody else to watch or somebody else to follow, somebody else to report on. And in this way you can delegate. And then, like I said here before, when you push it, you can actually set it up so that it has to be approved before it goes out, so you can see what people are doing. This is your profile. You can just set that up. These are awesome. These are the apps, and there's lots of free apps that you can do, and these allow you to follow these particular things. So I have YouTube set up, but you can do Instagram, Tumblr, so you can follow these the same way that you follow Twitter. Now when you do that, you notice that there's premium apps that are paid. It's pretty much the same thing. The paid versions are just more powerful than the free versions, so you can add these apps if you want to follow something, if you want to follow what YouTube videos are trending, things like that. So that's all in there. And then this, you can also, if you have RSS feeds, you can add RSS. You can add vanity URLs using the HootSuite. And HootSuite University allows you, and that's actually, there are some free classes, but it's a subscription that you pay per month. And the cool thing about that is it gives you ideas on how to improve your HootSuite streams and how to improve your networking and how to improve your social media presence. So it gives you a lot of really good programs that help you to improve what it is you're doing. So you can see it's $21 a month, but it has a lot of programs that a lot of helpful programs that will help you improve your social networking. So that's HootSuite in a nutshell. That's enough to get you started. It's just basic. There's a lot more to HootSuite, and once you get in and you start playing with it, you can learn a lot of it. But again, in the HootSuite University, there's a lot of free classes that help you to do just the basic things, and then if you want to get more advanced, you can do the HootSuite University and learn how to use some of the more advanced things if you're not sure how to do those. I hope that helped. I hope that gets you started with your social networking, and good luck.